Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Wrapsol Ultra for the iPhone 4. This is a full body protective skin type solution for your iPhone. It uses a dry installation though. I know many of you are familiar with a lot of the wet installs, things like Clear Coat and Zag, and I've reviewed a bunch of them on my channel, but this is a full body kit that uses a dry install method. So if you're one of those people that are worried about, using that liquid solution to install some of the, products that, go with the wet installation, and Wrapsol even has some of those. I've reviewed the one for the iPad. This is a dry version that, might make you feel a little bit more comfortable, using it. Not to mention the Ultra claims to not only provide your iPhone 4 with scratch protection, but drop and impact protection as well. They claim for up to 6 feet. Now I'm not going to be doing any impact protection testing on my iPhone 4, but I'm going to have to take Wrapsol's word on it. So what we're going to do is first let's take a look at what comes inside the package. Then I will get to installing one of these onto my iPhone 4. So here's everything that you get. You get a microfiber cleaning cloth. This looks like a moist towelette for cleaning your iPhone with. Here is a squeegee to use to install it. And then, of course, all the skins and pieces and whatnot. Included also are instructions. Now, one thing about the Ultra, it does include side protection. So you can see there's several different pieces. Already I can tell you that, this feels somewhere in between, let's say, the regular static cling type screen protector that many of us are used to and the full body protection that companies like Clear Coat and Zag offer. So it's not as thin as the regular adhesive protective skin, but it's not as thick as the ones that use the wet installation. So it's somewhere in the middle. So what I'm going to do is, rather than waste your time installing this on camera, I'll put a link in the video description. Wrapsol has a great video on how to install this. I'm going to go ahead and just install it right on my iPhone 4, and then we're going to jump back so you can see exactly how it looks when it's fully installed. Alright guys, so I just finished up installing the Wrapsol Ultra onto my iPhone 4, and here is the look. Now before we get up close and personal with it, let me tell you that I will be coming back again after 24 hours because just like any skin of this type, Wrapsol claims that after 24 hours, many or most of the smaller bubbles and whatnot should dissipate and fully disappear. So we're going to look at it now, again, immediately after I've installed it, and then I'm going to come back one more time after it's been 24 hours to show you if anything's changed. But right off the bat, it's a pretty good install, almost immediately. You can see right there, not a lot of bubbles really at all. I do see something right here that appears maybe to be a fingerprint. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera. That's probably my own fault. There are some small bubbles. Let's see if I can get this to focus. You can see them down there and near the home button, and maybe one or two up here in the corners. Nothing really on the screen itself though. Again, and we're going to come back in 24 hours and look at and see if those are gone. So here's the back piece. Let me just give that a wipe with my finger. I've got something on it that's on the outside. Again, quite similar. You can see it looks pretty good right off the bat. Quite different than the wet install. Obviously, none of that solution is there, so I would say it's much more usable, right away. You can see again down in that corner, I've got a little bubble or dust or something, and then another one there. And then, of course, all the side pieces are installed as well. Hopefully, you guys can pick those up on camera. This does give you full protection on the sides. There's some good bubbles there. We'll see if those dissipate after 24 hours. Nothing on the SIM cutout. This does kind of have a gap there, but it does have coverage on the bottom. Has these little pieces that cover the bottom part. Doesn't cover the entire size of the 30-pin dock connector though, but I would say 98% of the device gets covered, including the top as well. Hard to make out, but there is a strip there. So that's the look after, again, immediately installing it. I will be back in 24 hours to show you how the final, curing process ended up. So it's been 24 hours and I'm back with the iPhone 4, still have the Wrapsol on, and I want you to see just how good it looks. There are still a few imperfections underneath the skin, but I think I attribute those mostly to install. This isn't the easiest install process, I have to tell you. You're trying to install something akin to the Zag Invisible Shield without any solution. There isn't a lot of room for error when it comes to dust. The shields themselves are very tacky, very sticky. Everything wants to cling to them. So, although it is repositionable, you can take it off and put it back on. It's not the easiest thing to do. Again, your fingerprints stick to the back of it. So you just have to be very careful. But once it's on, you get a really nice, really clear look. I have to say there's absolutely zero orange peel effect. Even though this is a protective skin, I don't see any orange peel whatsoever. It's among the clearest of any shield I've seen. Let me turn on my phone just so you can see how crystal clear that looks. It's hard to tell it's even there, except maybe for the minuscule dust particles that are my own fault. As you can see, the side pieces, they cover the iPhone's antenna band very nicely. The back as well, everything cleared up quite nicely. You can see again, there's still a little bit of dust on there. I have maybe 1 or 2 specks that got stuck to the back and I just couldn't get it off. So overall, I really like the Ultra kit. If you're one of those people that is concerned about a wet install on your iPhone 4, this is something you might want to look into. It's more of a permanent solution than the adhesive screen shields. It's definitely super clear, full body protection, so you're getting every inch of your iPhone 4 covered, and it sells for $29.99 direct from the Wrapsol website. Link in the video description. Package comes with everything you need, including the full body kit, little cloth to clean your hands, and then the squeegee to install it. So that is a brief look at the Wrapsol Ultra for the iPhone 4. If you have any questions about this product or anything else, feel free to drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.